Today, we are going to be deep diving into the mystical world of anime and manga. We will be discussing how to create interesting power systems in your comics, manga, and webtoons. From the ninjutsu arts in Naruto to the strategic duels in Cardcaptor Sakura, power systems are a major focal point in many successful series. They can influence the story's world building, characters, and plot. By the end of today's video, you will understand the key elements that make a power system so beloved. We will also be going over all of the common mistakes that many anime and manga series make, resulting in their power systems being harshly criticized by fans. But before that, let's first hear a word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by Meet Dioro, a cool fantasy adventure comic that delivers a fresh and captivating take on magic systems. Meet Dioro follows the journey of Dioro, a chronically ill fruit hunter whose life is turned upside down after his town is attacked in a sinister ritual. To save his tribe from extinction, Dioro must seek help and discover strength he never knew he had. But what truly sets Meet Dioro apart is its magic system, called Chake, which is inspired by the essence of 16 personalities and the Myers-Briggs type indicator, also known as MBTI. Meet Dioro's magic system mirrors the 8 human cognitive functions, adding a layer of depth and relatability to the characters. In Meet Dioro, these 8 functions are exaggerated into superpowers and translated to 8 Chake elements, the base of the magic system. For example, if in the real world your dominant function is extroverted sensing, you would be Tessai extroverted in Meet Dioro's world, meaning that you'd have the ability to train and manipulate your external senses to an extraordinary degree, like seeing details from miles away or hearing whispers in a storm. What is even more interesting is that the creators of Meet Dioro have developed a magic system test that lets you answer a few personality questions to find out which Chake element you would possess in their world. Imagine discovering your own unique superpower based on your personality. You'll find the link to this magic system test down in the comment section below. Currently, they're also running a Kickstarter campaign to bring a physical copy of the comic to life, along with a Magic System Explained ebook that dives deeper into this fascinating world. So, if you're a fan of this cool magic system, deep character development, and epic adventure, head over to the Kickstarter page and show your support. Thank you again, Meet Dioro, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to the video. In simple terms, a power system is a set of rules, mechanics, and concepts that govern how a character in a story acquires, uses, and interacts with magic, supernatural abilities, and fantastical elements. Think of a series like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Characters are able to manipulate the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air. A power system would explain how the characters acquired these powers, what they could do with these powers, and whether or not there are consequences or limitations for using these powers. If you want a simple checklist, a power system could include source of power, type of ability, rules and limitations, specializations, and advancements. Now you may be asking yourself, why are power systems important? Do they have any significance? Power systems contribute to the richness and depth of your fictional world. They create a sense of wonder and mystery by introducing fantastical elements and exploring how they function within your story's universe. Your story does not need to be a battle manga to incorporate a power system. Look at a shoujo manga like Kami-sama Kiss. The power system is woven into the story's supernatural elements and the hierarchy of gods and spirits. The power system in this series includes divine abilities, yokai abilities, contracts and offerings, and magical artifacts. While there may not be flashy battles in this series, its power system creates a magical world for the characters to inhabit. Power systems often drive the conflict in most stories. This can be seen in shonen manga especially. Fierce battles between characters with different abilities can be exciting for your reader. How characters use their powers can reveal important aspects of their personalities and motivations. Think of a character like Hitoshi Shinso from My Hero Academia. He has a superpower called Brainwash. While everyone around him fears him and worries he will use his power for evil, he is determined to show the world that he can be a hero. In short, power systems can provide opportunities for character development in your story. Power systems can play a crucial role in shaping the narrative, characters, and world building in your comic, manga, or webtoon. There are many different types of power systems commonly found in anime and manga. Some of the most common include elemental manipulation, psychic abilities, magical systems, and supernatural phenomena. With elemental manipulation, this power system focuses on characters who can manipulate natural elements like fire, water, earth, and air. An example of a manga series that uses this type of power system well is Fairy Tail. In Fairy Tail, each mage specializes in a specific type of elemental magic. With psychic abilities, this power system encompasses a range of mental powers like telekinesis, telepathy, precognition, and mind control. A few examples of manga series with a power system like this are Mob Psycho 100, The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, and A Certain Scientific Railgun. With magical systems, this power system centers around characters who possess magical abilities granted by mythical forces or arcane knowledge. These abilities can include spellcasting, potion brewing, summoning, enchanting, and cursing. A popular manga series with this power system is Frieren Beyond Journey's End. With superhuman traits, this power system involves characters who possess superhuman physical abilities beyond those of ordinary humans. These traits can include super strength, super speed, heightened senses, and enhanced durability. Think of the many heroes in Marvel and DC Comics. Transformation and shapeshifting power systems revolve around characters who can change their appearance at will. This could take the form of characters transforming into animals, like in the manga Fruits Basket, characters transforming into mythical creatures, like in the manga Devilman, or characters altering their body composition, like in the manga Soul Eater. Energy manipulation is another type of power system that involves characters who can manipulate various forms of energy such as ki, chakra, aura, or spiritual energy. They can harness this energy to enhance their physical abilities, perform special techniques, and unleash devastating attacks. Think of iconic shonen manga like Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Hunter x Hunter. Special abilities and techniques is the last power system type that I want to highlight. This power system is more based in reality and can include anything from swordsmanship techniques, martial arts techniques, and sports moves. Think of a manga series like Hajime no Ippo. In this boxing manga, characters have signature techniques and moves that blur the line of realism and supernatural abilities. A good power system has clear rules and limitations. Having consistent rules will help you maintain coherence and prevent inconsistencies in your writing. The last thing that you want is for a reader to claim your story had a cop-out or a deus ex machina moment. What this means is you do not understand your power system enough to come up with a believable way for your characters to overcome their challenges, so you had to pull a solution out of your ass. Consistency is another key element in creating a well-written power system. Abilities should behave predictably within your universe's established rules, ensuring that your reader can understand and anticipate how characters could use their powers in different situations. A well-developed power system also has depth and complexity, with layers of intricacies and nuances waiting to be explored. This could include different types of categories of powers, specialized techniques, and interactions between certain abilities. Your power system should also relate to the themes or world building in your story. It could also reflect your story's history, mythology, or your setting's culture. An example of a manga that does this well is Shinseki Yori. This dark fantasy series has flashy abilities, mythical creatures, and prophecies, but it is also grounded in reality. What I like about this manga is how it shows us how magic is used in everyday life, the political struggles of humans and non-humans, and how different cultures view magic. Finding balance is another important concept to consider when planning out your power system. Characters should face challenges and obstacles that allow them to grow over time. If everything is resolved right away, then there is no story to tell. Of course, you want to be aware of power creeping too, or else you could end up in a situation like Dragon Ball, where after a certain point, every character aside from Goku and Vegeta is pretty much useless. Creativity and uniqueness is another way to help your power system stand out. 14 years later, and I still find myself looking back at Dead Man Wonderland because of its power system being something that I haven't seen before. In that manga series, characters could manipulate their blood and use it to make powerful weapons. I do want to state that sometimes being a little too creative could also lead to its own fair share of problems. Take a series like Jujutsu Kaisen. It builds up upon traditional magic systems and focuses on curses, curse techniques, and domains. A common criticism that I hear from fans is that they can't understand how the power system works. One way to think about power systems is in relation to your characters' personalities or your story's themes. Think about it. How many characters with fire powers tend to be hot-headed, reckless, or edgy? And how many characters with water-based powers tend to be calm, serious, or nurturing? Assigning powers based on personalities is a common technique many writers use as a form of symbolism. It can also reflect your character's struggles or growth. Instead of speaking generally, it might be helpful to analyze the success of two popular manga series with power systems beloved by many fans around the world. The first series that I want to highlight is Hunter x Hunter by Yoshihiro Togashi. Hunter x Hunter's power system, known as Nen, checks all the boxes mentioned earlier. Through the exploration of Nen and its various applications, readers gain a deeper understanding of the dynamics of the world and the characters' motivations. At first, the power system is shrouded in mystery. As the characters begin to learn and master Nen, they experience growth, both in terms of their abilities and their understanding of themselves and the world around them. In terms of balancing, characters must carefully consider how to use their Nen abilities to overcome their opponents and adapt to different challenges. Despite its complexity, Nen is governed by clear rules and limitations. These rules include the concept of Ten, Ren, Zetsu, and Hatsu, as well as other advanced techniques. It is no secret that Hunter x Hunter's power system is highly regarded as one of the best for its complexity, depth, and versatility. The next series that I want to spotlight is Fullmetal Alchemist by Hiromu Arakawa. Fullmetal Alchemist's power system is known as alchemy. Alchemy is deeply intertwined with character development as characters' relationships with alchemy evolves over the course of the series. Characters confront their past mistakes, grapple with desires and ambitions, and come to terms with the role alchemy plays in their lives. Fullmetal Alchemist also uses alchemy as a way to explore philosophical themes like identity, morality, and the nature of existence. A rule and limitation that is closely associated with alchemy is the law of equivalent exchange. This law states that to obtain something using alchemy, something of equal value must be sacrificed. This concept adds depth and moral complexity to the power system, forcing characters to face the consequences of their actions and question their ethical impacts on the world around them. By hearing these two examples, I'm sure you can see how power systems are more than just flashy powers used for cool battles. They can have a serious impact on your story. Power systems often serve as the catalyst for conflict within your story. Characters with different abilities, or sometimes even similar abilities, may clash over competing goals. For example, in Mob Psycho 100, Shigeo Kageyama and Toichiro Suzuki have identical powers, but have very different ideas for how psychic powers should be used. While Mob wants to be treated like everyone else, Suzuki believes those with psychic abilities are superior beings. This difference in views forces the two characters to clash, as Mob cannot allow Toichiro to go forward with his plans. Your story's power system can even contribute to fostering relationships and alliances between characters. If the power system did not exist, they never would have crossed paths with each other. An example of this can be seen in the manga Roku no Yusha. In this series, 6 heroes were destined to unite and battle a great evil. The only problem is, 7 heroes showed up to the meeting spot, meaning one is an imposter. The heroes are told that the imposter is a follower of a great evil, so they must be weeded out. Power systems can also be used to introduce plot twists into your story. Characters may uncover new abilities, secrets, or limitations within the power system that challenge their perceptions of how their world operates. This can be seen in the manga Attack on Titan through the character development of Eren Yeager. By carefully integrating your power system into your story, you will be able to create a compelling narrative that leaves a lasting impact on your readers. Hopefully you were able to get some value out of this video. If you did, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below telling us which anime or manga has your favorite power system and why. If you are a writer yourself, tell us about the power system in your story. I will do my best to respond to as many comments as I can. Remember, you can further support me by following me on all of my social media accounts or purchasing one of my Manga Maker panel template sets on Ko-fi. If you are interested in learning more about power systems, please check out these 2 videos I made earlier. As always, keep creating everyone. I will see you all in the next one.